Hello again, friends. This is Dan once again, along with Coco, the Wonder Dog, back there. Today's topic is again from the Old Testament, and it's about King David, and I've titled it "King David Sees an Angel," but you don't want to be touched by this angel. My apologies to the TV show by that name. Um, this is a continuation of my last Bible topic, which was number 149. In this, King David chooses his punishment, which dealt with the aftermath of David's disobedience by having the census. Today's topic deals with the ending and of that punishment. In my last video, I discussed the incident in 1 Chronicles 21 where Satan incited David to conduct a census. After King David realized his sin, in ordering the census, he is given the choice of three possible punishments by God. And you can check this out in the details of my last video, Bible topic 149. David throws himself on the mercy of God, choosing the plague punishment that's offered, thinking that it might be the least severe. God alone was to authorize a census because you only count things that belong to you, and the people belong to God, not to David or anybody else. So they knew this in advance. Now here's the thing. David saw the angel, and it talks about this in 1 Chronicles 21 verse 16, and this angel was above Jerusalem with his sword drawn, ready to destroy the people and the city. And David was fearful, and as a side note, I would have been too, and you probably also. David at this point repented, and God stopped the angel and told David to erect an altar to the Lord. David obeyed, and the plague was stopped finally. Now, often we see in medieval art, it depicts angels as these little plump beings that look harmless. But in reality, in the Bible, they're really fearsome warriors. One angel after dinner one night killed 185,000 Assyrians. You don't mess with angels. And in other biblical accounts, when angels appear to men in their full glory, the human observers do a quick face plant, and they have to be told to fear not, to rise up, and not to worship the angels. Angels are never to be worshipped. One angel allowed it and got in a lot of trouble. David was a skilled warrior, and yet he didn't want to be touched by this angel. In those days of the Old Testament Israel, the Jewish people did see the miraculous happen many times. I mean, angels appeared to people. Sacrifices were openly consumed by fire from heaven. The children of Israel in the wilderness had a pillar of fire by night and a cloud covering them by day. They also had manna from heaven. Later, the glory of God came into the first temple, and later on it did leave. That's Shekinah, or some people call it the Shekinah glory. Things were done openly. But after Jesus, the Messiah, who was predicted to come for hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of years by prophets, and through his holy word, after he was rejected by the Jewish leadership, the high priests and the Sanhedrin, but not by all of the Jews. There were, after all, his disciples were all Jews. The church was then born and grafted in, and consisting of Jews and Gentiles, and God now began working behind the scenes, protecting his people, the Jews. The Bible says he came into his own, and his own received him not, in John 1:11. Well, why not operate openly? Well, it may be really an act of grace, because to whom much is given, like much is revealed, well, then much is required. With more revelation, condemnation would have been much greater. Remember, Jesus warned several cities, including Chorazin and Bethsaida, and he says if the works that were done in you were done in Sodom and Gomorrah, they would have repented long ago. So they will be judged more harshly. Now, also there's a passage in Hosea 5:15, which I've referred to, before. It says that when the Jews, admit their offense and seek his face, God will openly return, protect them, and fight on their behalf. The remnant will cry out, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, and from then on, throughout eternity, Jesus himself will rule and reign from Jerusalem. And that'll be a glorious day. I've got the links below. May God richly bless you.